Hi class, hope everyone will be okay. So today we are going to take our first online class. It's me, Dr. Sikandar Ali. I'm assistant professor with the Department of IT, University of Haripur. I'm teaching you software construction and development. We have already taken 4 lab classes and today we are going to take lab 5. So in lab 5 we are going to discuss Java inheritance. Today we are going to discuss inheritance in Java. So now what is inheritance? Inheritance is a mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and behavior of a parent class. So in inheritance we are discussing the concept like parent class, main class, or subclass or child class. So we here in inheritance we extend child class from the parent class, and through this mechanism then the object of the child class are capable to access both member function and data members of the parent class. So it is one of the important concept of object oriented programming and object oriented software engineering as well. The idea behind inheritance in Java is that you can create new classes that are built upon existing classes. So you are just extending the already available class, and through this mechanism you are able to use both the data members and member function of the old class. And you can also declare something new, some member function or some data members are variable in the new class. When you inherit from an existing class, you can reuse method and fields of the parent class. So you can access both the member function and the data member of the parent class. For example, we have one class with the name doctor, and we want to extend the doctor class through another child class. The name of the child class is junior doctor. So we are extending the doctor class by junior doctor class. So the doctor class may also have some member function and some data members like ID, name, scale, and salary, etc. And we can also declare the new data members and the child class like experience level, etc. So you can add new methods and fields in your current class also. In the child class you can also declare new method and new data members like some variables. Inheritance represent is a relationship which is also known as a parent-child relationship. So we must know we have has a relationship and is a relationship. So inheritance represent is a relationship, and has a relationship is represented by aggregation. So we will study the aggregation in the next lab class. Now the question is that why we are using inheritance. So the answer is that we want to achieve runtime polymorphism, and it can be achieved by method overriding. And when we do so actually from the software engineering perspective we are reusing the code. So through inheritance we can achieve code reusability, and when we are reusing the old code, when we have high code reusability, so it means the maintenance will be very easy, there will be low error rate, and we also minimize the cost through code reusability. So that's why we are using inheritance in Java. There are some terminology of the inheritance. So now we are going to discuss some of the terms used in inheritance, like class. So you already familiar with this term. A class is a group of objects which have common properties. It is a template or blueprint from which objects are created. So class is just a template, and class may have a single object or may have multiple objects. Class doesn't occupy any space in the memory. But whenever we create object of the class, then the memory space is reserved for the class members through the object. Whenever we use the new keyword and the object creation, so the space is reserved for all the data members of a class. We use some concept like subclass or child class. You can say child class or you can say subclass. So subclass is a class which inherit the other class, or through which we extend the already available class. So it is also called a derived class, extended class, or child class. The most familiar word is a subclass or child class. We have another concept, we use another terminology used related to inheritance, which is superclass and parent class. Superclass is the class from where a subclass inherits the feature. It is also called a base class or a parent class. So the most popular terminology here are the parent class or the superclass. Whenever you use subclass, then you have to use superclass, and whenever you call them parent class, then you have to use the other side, child class, child parent or sub superclass. Reusability. As the name specifies, reusability is a mechanism which facilitates you to reuse the fields and methods of the existing class when you create a new class. You can use the same fields and methods already defined in the previous class. Here fields means variables, data members. So through inheritance we can use both the data members and the member function of a parent class in the child class or through child class objects. So it increases the reusability of the code. We are reusing at many places the data member of a parent class in all its child classes. We are discussing now the syntax of inheritance in Java. So here we are using a keyword class, and we are declaring, we will write the name of the subclass, and then we have to use the keyword extend, and then we write the name of the superclass. So we will write the name of a child class, then we will use extend keyword, and we are extending this class, and then we will write the parent class. It means we are extending the parent class through inheritance. Through inheritance we are extending the parent class through adding some new features and the child class. And here in the curly braces it represents the name of the child, the body of the child class, and it all the data members and methods or member functions will be declared here. The extend keyword indicates that you are making a new class that derived from an existing class. The meaning of extend is to increase the functionality. In the terminology of Java, a class which is inherited is called a parent or superclass, and the new class is called child or subclass. We already discussed these two terms in the previous slide. Let's take some example. This is the class diagram of two classes. One of the class is employee, and we have another class programmer. So here, as the symbol indicate, we are extending the employee class through inheritance by the programmer, which is the subclass or child class. So employee class also have a data member, and the type of the data member is float, and the subclass also have a data member, and the type of the data member is int. The name of the data member here is bonus, while in the parent class the name of the data member is salary. So now let's see the implementation of this class diagram for the inheritance. So we are going to implement this class diagram in Java. As displayed in the above figure, programmer programmer is the subclass and employee is the superclass. The relationship between the two classes is programmer is a employee. So we already discussed that inheritance represent as a relationship. So programmer is a employee. It means that programmer is a type of employee. So now this is the implementation for the previous class diagram. So here we will declare a parent class with the keyword class, and inside the body we are going to declare, and actually we are going to initialize the data member, which is salary, and the type of the salary is float, and we are initializing the salary with a startup value 40,000. Now we are going to extend the employee class. So we are going to declare another subclass. The name of the class is programmer. So here we use the keyword class to declare a class programmer, and naturally we are extending the employee class. So here this line show the inheritance, which we are extending the employee class by a child class programmer, and this child class also have one data member, which is bonus, and we also initialize the integer data member bonus with 10,000 value. Now we have method, which is the main method. Now we have main method. So this is the declaration public static void main string argument. This is the syntax for declaring main method, and from this curly braces to this curly braces, this is the body of the main method. So inside the main method we are going to declare an object. So the name of the object is p, and we use the name of the class to create an object. So actually we are going to create the object of child class. So the name of the child class is programmer, and the name of the object is p, and we use the keyword new in order to take memory for the data member bonus and the data member salary. Okay, so this we declare one object p, and now we will be able to access both the data member of the parent class and the data member of the child class. So system.out.println we are using to print some message programmer salary is, and we are going to print the data member value p dot salary. P is the object name and salary is the data member. So this is the standard way how to access the data member. So actually with the object of the child class we are going to access the data member of the parent class, and now with the object of the child class we are going to access the data member of the child class, the same class. So let's see the output for this program. So first we will receive this message here, and then we will receive the value of the parent class data member, and then we will receive the message for this line, and we are going to print the value of the data member of the child class. So through inheritance we access the data member of the parent class through the object of the child class. So actually we reuse the code in the other class as well. We have one doctor class, and then we have some type of the doctor class like junior doctor and senior doctor. So now going towards hierarchical inheritance. So here we will have a single parent class. Now the same animal class, and we have inherited another class dog from the animal class, and now we have cat class which is also inherited from the animal class. So now we have a single parent class, which is the name of the class is animal, and this animal class have two subclasses or child classes. So the name of the first child class is dog, and the name of the second child class is cat. And dog class have the implementation bark method and printing a message barking, and cat class have method meow, and they are printing the message, the sound. Okay, we have test inheritance 3, and we will keep the file name test inheritance 3 because the main method is declared here. Now we have cat c, one object, and we are going to call c dot meow function, which is its own method, so it will be called successfully. Now we are going to call c.eat, which will also be called successfully because eat is the method of its parent class. But whenever we are going to try to c.bark, so it will be failed because dog is not a parent class to cat, so cat class object will not be able to exist because nor its they have no connection with this cat class. This is not the parent of dog, is not the parent class for the cat class. So if we want to call this method with the object of cat, so definitely we will receive error message. This is the output of the hierarchical inheritance example. So here question is that the next type is hybrid and multiple inheritance. So why we are not inheriting a single class from two parent class in Java? So in Java not support multiple inheritance. So why Java not support multiple inheritance? So there are some reasons. To reduce the complexity and simplify the language, multiple inheritance is not supported in Java because multiple inheritance produce some problem if the method name is the same. Consider a scenario where A, B, and C are three classes. The class C inherit A and B. We have two parent classes A and B, and we are going to inherit, we are going to extend A and B by C. So we have two parent classes and we have one child class C. If A and B classes have the same method and you call it from child class object, there will be ambiguity to call the method of A or B. If we have a method with the same name, then it can create problem. If we not have a method with the same name, so there should not be any ambiguity, but still in order to reduce the chances of a runtime error, so Java not support this type of condition. If we have same method or different method, but we cannot implement multiple inheritance in Java. Since compile time errors are better than runtime error, So we will receive compile time error if we are going to do multiple inheritance in Java. So runtime error is dangerous and compile time error is better than runtime error. The programmer can correct compile time error very easily, but Java Java will get compile time, will generate compile time error if you inherit two classes by a single class. So whether you have same method or different, there will be compile time error. So that's why we say multiple inheritance with same. Multiple inheritance are creating a compile error in Java. For example, we have class A and we have method of class A msg, and we are going to print the message hello through this method. Now we have another class B, and we are also here we are also going to print some message msg, and here we are going to print welcome. So these are two parent classes. Now we are going to extend class C from A and B. In C language, in C++ language we can do it, but here they are restricted. Public static void main, this is the name of the main method, and now we are going to declare the object of class C, and now we are going to call. So here they will create ambiguity. In Java you cannot do it, it will result in compile time error. But in other language, if we keep the function name different in C++, so we can do multiple inheritance without any error. Okay, so I think it's enough for today, and now it's time to give assignment. So all the example shown here in today class, when you have access to computer, if someone have laptop at their home, so they should find laptop and they should compile all these program and take a screenshot and then send me through email. So as a usual, you have to submit your assignment before the commence of the next lab class. So it's time to finish Java Lab 5 of part of the software construction and development, and see you for the next lab class at physical at the University of Haripur, Pakistan.